from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But you look at this defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
To throw, Mayfield. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Mayfield going to switch things up here. They go play action here on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Mayfield on play action. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd down and 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Palmer going in motion right. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Point after try forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Play action. It's Rodgers. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
On play action, now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Palmer going in motion right. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Palmer going in motion right. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Baker going to change it up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Palmer going in motion right. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll check this down to Hines. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jayy Alexander. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Baker changing the play at the line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touch.
There he goes, left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Rodgers, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st down, Rodgers.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mayfield off the play fake. And he comes back with one complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hines. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 3rd down, Penny, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll run with Penny. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Rodgers now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Baker going to change it up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They run with Hines, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Hines, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Second down, here's Chubb again, and he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
The Cardinals on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give running right is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Hunter Long,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
They run it again with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Rodgers.
Terry McLaurin. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 59 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Rodgers will throw for it. Flush to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Baker changing the play at the line.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Scotty Miller,
35 yards.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb running right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona,